Orange County SC. The fans have them 8th. We have them 9th. Orange County, they did not seem to make any real tangible upgrades. They have one of the best talent development systems this country has to offer. Can those guys, those young guys, grow up enough to overcome a lack of real upgrades?
They are going to come into this season and expect Tyson Espy, who maybe is 17 now. I'm not quite sure, but I mean, the moral of the story is he like just got the ability to drive, and he could get real minutes in central defense. That's a question mark. You've got Cheek Kone, who was good last season, but if he's your backup striker, that's a lot of responsibility. Somebody's got to come in and replace the impact of Bryce Jamison, who admittedly I was somewhat lower on, but can Jameer Johnson maybe be that guy? A storied U.S. youth national team player with a lot of goals at that level and a lot of next pro experience, despite being a teen. Nicolas Ciota, even at right back, who I think is going to have some real minutes as well, given the lack of depth there. And Orange County, I don't think we should doubt them. Like, those young guys always tend to be good, but there really hasn't been a lot that is obviously improving the level elsewhere. And I think that's what's fascinating here.
Yeah, and this was an Orange County team who, in spite of not having more than one instance of winning back-to-back games last season, they still made the playoffs, and they won a playoff game for the third season in a row. It's the longest streak that they've been in the playoffs and winning playoff games in club history. Up until this point, Ethan Zubak will be going for his third consecutive season where he could be leading the team in goals, because he got 11 goals in the league in each of the last 2 seasons, weirdly enough. But yeah, like, this is a team that we were talking about against Colorado Springs, that they were very much kind of a coin flip side to make the playoffs. And time and time again, we've seen that Orange County has invested in the youth. They've rebuilt this team over and over again, just from players who have been sold elsewhere, players who have exited. And more often than not, it's worked. And I still feel like there's no reason that we shouldn't doubt the Orange County process.
Yes, I hear that, but also coming into last season, they were my best team in the West. When we did the show last year, I had them ranked number 1. I don't know. I'm just not as big on this team as I was last year, and I was high on this team last year, and they are considerably worse. I just don't know what the next step is. And I do like their young players. They're going to have an exciting team. They have players that I like individually, but they did last year too. Maybe this is just me having my ego hurt or something, but I just cannot look at the downgrades from last year and say, yeah, this team will just make the playoffs again.
See, I would even push back on the idea of downgrades. Like, Tristan Traeger, who I think is terrific, but he spent a lot of the year injured. That's not a gigantic loss. I already kind of registered my Bryce Jamison thoughts. I thought Vuk Latinovic was really poor in central defense. So SP's probably an upgrade over that. Have they got any better? Firmly no. Are they at the same level? Yes. And then you're relying on, okay, we've got McKinnon healthy. Mamadou War is going to step up in year 2. Palomino was awesome for the Charlotte Independents in 21 and can be something in the midfield. It feels like there is the route to internal growth, not to the level that we thought they were going to be last season. Like, both of us were just way out over our skis thinking this was a team that could contend. But this certainly a playoff contender and a team that has gone slightly up for my money.
I'm also, and granted, we still have 3 weeks until the season starts. So when people are watching this 2 weeks into the season, they're going to say, you didn't know about blank player being here. You guys don't know ball. It's 3 weeks before the season starts. But the roster looks incredibly thin right now, where if you get an injury across the back line, good luck, I guess. It's so barren back there and in that midfield as well, where I know they're going to announce people and I know they're going to have players there, but again, not proven commodities. Now, granted, that's not too big of a deal. We've seen college kids make the step. We've seen League One, MLS Next team players make the step, and it's fine. And that's great for depth reasons, but you still don't love the position they're in currently as it stands.
No disagreement there.
Anything else?
Starting my Nico Ben Alcazar all league campaign right now.
When we talked about him with Danny Stone last year, I remember asking him, like, he can play anywhere in the central midfield. You can play him at center back. How do you deploy him? Like, how do you get the best out of him? And Danny Stone was just basically like, you get the best out of him by just playing him. Like, he's just good everywhere, so just play him wherever you want, and he'll be class. And I was like, that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah, great player.